everybody. I'm here. I'm back. I had to work. I had my long work week, of course. So, but that long work week is done. Thank God. And off I am. Here. There we go. Trying to make like a little table type thing here. But how's everybody been doing and stuff? I've been doing pretty good. Hasn't been horrible over here in Chong the dog world. So, okay, I'm trying to get a really good angle at this because I want to. All right, I think I'm good. I started a new hairstyle. I braided and used my yarn. Laugh out loud. I figured why not. All right. Okay, it's not bad. Kind of, you can see the hill and everything. I'm doing tarot card readings too, also, folks. I always say this because sometimes I get involved with my sketching and people think that I'm not doing tarot card readings, and I am. I am doing the tarot card readings for everyone to know here. But yeah, I've had a pretty decent week. I'm back to my good unit at work again. And I'm really happy about it. Alright. I'm trying to get. Maybe if I put these little marker things here, it'll hold this up a little. And that's where I want them. Alright. Hey, at least you can see this way. I don't have the most all together set up, but it's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So sometimes you just gotta take what you're given in life. I wish I have lots of boxes, but I wish it was a more well put together setup, but at least you could kind of see what I'm doing as I'm going along this way. And then I'm able to attach my power cord. Oh, hi, how you doing? I'm getting ready to do Ghostface. My son wanted me to, was excited about, he liked my other Ghostface, but I told him that I felt I can make it better. So I thought maybe when I was trying to do the hand and getting too involved in it, it kind of turned out like crap a little. I always think they're all crap sometimes, but I did find out today because I asked my son if he still had his Snapchat, and I guess he doesn't because they got strict on it. Oh, hi, how you doing? But yeah, I guess they got strict over on Snapchat. If you had anything about weed or things like that, or you know what I mean, they took away your Snapchat. So, oh, you too. You just stopping by to say hi. That's okay. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Are you gonna are you in one of those gaming streams? Because I know some of you guys come on these gaming streams. So, but but yeah, I guess you can. I guess these are the rules. I mean, I never really was one for getting excited about all the about all that kind of stuff. So, and I never really had Snapchat, but I thought everybody had it still, like all the kids still. And I guess they lost it because apparently they did Snapchats while they were high and all this stuff. So, and they didn't put it in private, and I don't know if they can get it back. I mean, I guess you gotta watch what you put out there. So I've always watched what I put out there because, as everybody knows, I'm medical. And when you're medical, you got all these family members that will twist every word around that you say or do. Or even if you tell them something, they'll say you say something totally different. So I guess I'm kind of used to this type of thing. Oh, okay. Thank you. You have a good day too. I'm glad you guys stopped by and checking on me. I feel privileged. Not every person around here gets checked on, but yeah, I'm just letting you guys know these new rules I didn't know about. And I actually got a notification where they were saying about guidelines and all that. But I honestly, I'm only over there to do some like promotional stuff. And I guess it could be very useful for a digital creator, Snapchat, because it saves in your phone as a private video. And you could do whatever you want with it. You could save it and share it, and there's lots of stuff you could do with it. So I did the outline. I'm just doing Ghostface here. But yeah, I mean, if you guys, any of you guys are digital creators, I do recommend Snapchat for that reason, because it does help. It totally helps, my friends. I don't know what I would have done without Snapchat before Google was helping me with my videos. And these are true facts. Because Google's been helping me, and because I have Google One. And I do recommend them for storage. You get 2 tons of storage, and they make little videos. Like you can have it set for like a day and like different kinds of videos that you would like them to make for you. So if you wanted, like I said, if you are a digital creator, it's very helpful. And I guess my main job has always been a digital creator, so it was very helpful to me, I guess. And sometimes, when you're doing that kind of stuff and you're in the social media making videos, or if you're just starting out and you're on Facebook, and you got to make sure you don't have watermarks and everything. You don't get the watermark with Snapchat because it's personal, and like you decide what you want to do with it after that. So okay, the middle here, I'm gonna start this. I'm thinking that Ghostface would be better if I do this. I got this so far. I don't know if you could see that, but I'm getting there. And I kind of wanted to elaborate on kind of how I got some of my sketching training. I used to take care of this nice man, and he was a sketch artist for the Cleveland Indians, which they're not the Cleveland Indians anymore, but at the time they were for the Cleveland Indians. And he would do like sketches for the players and stuff, and like have the sketchings of them, and he did like sketchbooks and everything. And I had the privilege of taking care of him. So, and he would help me a lot. He would like give me, because sometimes when you're doing people's care, you don't want to, I don't know, you just kind of want to soothe the mood a little bit, because they already know they're sick. They had this whole life and did these great things, and then they're stuck in a nursing home. I mean, that is what it is there. But I guess we, and then that conversation went, and and you ask them about things they did. That's a main thing, to get their mind off things. And it just so happened the thing he done was he was a painter and a sketch artist. So I was like, okay. I was like, and then he gave me pointers all the time. And I did start out practicing a lot, and I took his tips. But part of his tips was I do take care of another lady that's actually really good painter too. And she just got really sick. So she was telling me that you don't really need the paint if you're using the pastels. And she said that the softer pastels are better to use. Right. Okay, this is here. So this eye starts here. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know like little tips here. Because if I would have known these kind of tips, I probably would have started sooner with sketching. And sometimes, it's nice to kind of get an idea of where you're coming and going. But I just wanted to let you guys know this. And she was telling me the softer pastels. I'm ordering some softer pastels. And I did with the black and white, but I'm getting a whole set. Because I've been working a lot, and I feel that it would be nice if I'm going to treat myself to these softer pastel sets. And she says they do blend together better. But I'm going to keep the other pastels also, because you can never have enough pastels in your life. And then you only hear about things like this one from an artist, so. But I just want to let you go. Oh, hi. How are you doing? You subscribed? Oh, well, thank you. I am doing the tarot card readings also. I just like to practice with my arts and crafts. It helps me relax, because I've been taking this it's a mushroom serum. It's like they have mushroom coffee and all this stuff, and it's supposed to like be healthier for you. And it's supposed to give you clarity and stuff. You can get it on Amazon. It's like, I forgot the exact name. They have so many different kinds. I got the one that wasn't the biggest name brand, but it was $10, and I put some in my coffee, and it really, honest to God, helped me. And I know I have one nurse at work that says all this stuff is placebos. She does. She says everything's a placebo. But I asked another of my coworkers, and this is what we do. That's why I said in my little morning video, we're not that cool of people. We really aren't. We all day long, we're just looking at supplements and this and that, and trying to be healthy. So that's pretty much where we're at with when you're medical. But I really, honest to God, I think I took this other supplement, that was supposed to help me out with clarity, memory, and give me energy, and it was making me jittery. So I started and I just put it with my coffee, and then my one nurse friend, she that I work with all the time, she went ahead and because she had the mushroom coffee. I don't know. I mean, honestly, when I go, I mean, I like it from the bottle a little bit because I feel the bottle might be a little better for me, but I'm still going to use up the coffee she gave me. But it's supposed to be a natural thing, and it's supposed to give you like a lot of the stuff's like an energy drink would give you, except you don't have to worry about a lot of the effects that some of that can give you. Because you gotta worry about your heart. We just had our friend that had a stroke not too long ago, my husband's boss, and I'm not trying to have a stroke and everything. And honestly, that could be for anybody. I had a friend that she was in her 30s, and she literally, I don't know what all of her conditions were, but she was 35 and ended up having a heart attack and everything, and she can't work anymore. It's kind of messed up, and it makes me feel bad because I used to work with her, and she was really cool. She was so funny too. And now it's kind of over with for her. And I guess reality kind of set in because I was like, damn. I mean, if it can happen to one of your coworkers and you all are in medical together, because it's like when you're in medical for as long as kind of I've been, it's kind of like a do or die thing with medical. So you're in it together. And when one of your comrades go down, you're like, oh shit. You could, I had one wound nurse. She was like so cool too. And she ended up dying. She had cancer or something. It was really sad. Everybody was crying about that. But nobody is above death, friends. And I know you guys know that, but that's why sometimes you gotta kind of start looking at your own mortality, I guess you could say, and just kind of decide, you know, where things are going in your life. Reduce some of the stress out of your life. I would ASAP because stress will cause you a stroke or a heart attack or anything. Obviously, the different drugs will. That's that's a no-brainer, but so can stress. Stress is a big factor. It is. And a lot of people kind of don't think nothing of it and they get themselves all worked up, and the thing is when you have a stroke, or that even if you're on the good side of a stroke, you're still looking at rehab time and all kinds of stuff. You honestly are. So you kind of don't want to have to put yourself, you don't want to put yourself there if you don't have to. So I've been keeping myself nice and calm. I've been just doing my little arts and crafts, making my necklaces and such, because sometimes it's all you got in life. And I get it, life's stressful. I get it, but it is more stressful when you get sick. And I say this because I am in medical. And I absolutely see what happens to people when they get sick. They get in these facilities or rehab, which means pretty much a nursing home. And you're stuck there for three some months, and then you have to have money aside because you might be there at the nursing home, but your bills are there also, and the nursing home doesn't really. No one takes an account for your bills, I guess. Oh, hello. Yeah, no one takes an account for someone's bills. No, no one at all. So I say, try your little supplements and stuff because you might as well. So far, this mushroom complex has been working pretty good, and it's only $10 on Amazon. So I do recommend that. And I do like to make recommendations to people because I like to help people. That's what I like to do. I have I'm in medical and I like people. I love people because this is what I do. I help them in their most vulnerable state, even when they're families, you know, they don't want to disturb their wife or whatever, but if they, like, let's say you have something and you have to have someone clean you up. A lot of people don't want to have to worry about having that always being their wife and stuff. So sometimes it's easier to go see one of us. It's it's just the way that kind of the world has been going. But I truly don't mind. I find taking care of people fun. I always have, always will. I find it an honor to take care of them because what's a more biggest honor in someone's life if your family trusts you taking care of their family member? And they do. They're real nice to me all the time. And I try to do the best I can for everybody. I really don't. I really do. And I find it that it's better to really care and be kind. All right, I got this so far for his face. I figured it'd be easier to start that. But it is better to try to be kind. It really is. Be kind and put yourself in other people's shoes. And if you do that for your lifetime, and then it's the kind of attitude you choose, a lot of people will flock to you, and you don't and you'll see that out of nowhere, like all these people are being really nice to you and stuff because it's the aura you give out. Because I generally am do care about people. I care about people and I care about the state of the world and animals. Do I realistically know that I can't do anything about a lot of the suffering. But if I can alleviate some of the suffering of the world, I would gladly do it. I mean, what else you got better to do with your life? I mean, I know my known mortality. One day I'm not going to be here, just like everyone else eventually is not going to be here. And then I personally believe in reincarnation, but some other people don't, and that's okay if you don't. That is totally okay if you don't believe in reincarnation. Because no one's saying you have to. And it's okay not to. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I like to believe there's reincarnation just for the thing. Simple fact is I think they talk about old souls. Yeah. You have a question, lay it on me. Alright, you want What helps me to get financially independent in the shortest time? I can get you a financial reading. Well, I don't know if I'd call it financial reading, but we'll do a energy field in your prosperity and money and all that good stuff. But yeah, I guess, because they say you got to kind of talk about yourself, and that's kind of what I do every day. Every day I do things just for the better good, and I try to help out all the sick people I can, and it doesn't stop with just people, it extends to animals also. It really honestly does. I love those damn animals as much as anyone else, so I because I feel they're extensions of us. I feel that sometimes, the kinder we are to animals and other people, it kind of shows your character, your demeanor. And it really does. That's how you can read somebody, is how they treat their family, their animals and stuff. Because good people try to do good things. Bad people obviously do bad things, and there you go. And it's such a simple correlation of a situation. Oh, my friend. Is it D or O? Oh, okay. Omra? Okay, Omra. Your energy field for your financials and New Moon in Taurus. And this talks about prosperity, which is very good for financial readings. Very good. And you got a new moon in Aries surrounding the new moon in Taurus, and you got a north node. New moon in Aries is always about action and stuff like that, but you got new moon Aries, which just means it's time to put together a plan. It's time to take action, because Aries is high energy and they're always taking action and doing stuff. I'm an Aries. And I'm always doing stuff. I'm talking to you guys about this, and I'm making ghost face for my son. It's an Aries trait. The North Node is just means to step out and do something you wouldn't normally do, and put together yourself. I would put together myself a plan. But I do see something. I see a possible investment here, honestly. I'm seeing a possible investment in some kind of job offer. So I see really good things happening, but I would go home and manifest on that. But I do see that energy field going good for you. I really do. I would definitely manifest and maybe start putting some financial plans together, and maybe do what I do, just put it out there to the universe and see what answer you get back. I always put answers out to the universe. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it takes a month. Hopefully, it doesn't take them a month. Oh, who's there? You have knock knock. A knock knock joke. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, just keep your head up and stay positive. Don't be doing negative things when you have a happy reading, because the universe doesn't like ugly. Just like we don't like when people act ugly, the universe doesn't like when we do also. And I'm just putting that out there. I'm not saying you are, you're not, but it does happen, and that's why they always talk about karma. And this is how karma kind of goes in and out. So I'm shading this to the side because I want people to look to the side. So when I do my little shading, and I'm doing this to the side because I've cultivated this method because it actually makes a hell of a lot more sense and looks better. Especially if you want people to look certain way, or if like Ghostface is looking kind of this way, it kind of makes a you like let your whoever's looking at your painting or sketch know it's that they're turned in another direction. Because I've had so many bad sketches, and and you can't tell that they're turned in a certain direction, and it's because I wasn't shading towards the direction that you would naturally your eyes would go. Because if you have all your shading going this way, your eyes are going to shift that way, and people are going to say how good your sketch is. So I'm just putting that out there because I have made these mistakes. And you learn from everybody's mistakes. I used to get told that all the time when I was younger. All the time. My parents was like, "You're not supposed to make my mistakes. You're supposed to learn from them." So if you're in the stream and that and you're sketching, learn from my mistakes. If it's a sideways, start just shade sideways. It'll just make your life so much easier, so much easier. I'm gonna likely shade this eye because I'm gonna be using my pastels. But before you put the pastel onto the paper, you want to get a really good I like to do the pencil sketch personally. You don't have to. You absolutely do not have to. I like to personally do it because I feel the pencil sketches kind of gives you clarity of where you want to go once the pastels start hitting in. That's kind of where you want to do. You want to be organized with this because if you're not organized with what it looks like, it can go to hell in a hell basket. It could go to the hell in a handbasket very, very easily. The way I have the hood and stuff, you can when you have it to the side there, kind of got to get it makes it a little more difficult because you're kind of doing a sideways thing, but you will totally get the hang of it if you're sketching. You really, really will. So don't give up. And there's wrinkles here, and you want these little tiny shading of wrinkles here because it shows that he's over to the side, which you want. All right, I'm just doing a little thing here to show that his coat's moving over to the side. His cape, not coat, but you know what I mean. You guys are a smart crowd. I mean, you guys are like you guys that are getting these live streams over here are very smart. You know where all the buttons are and everything. But yeah, that's not bad. And then up here, I'm gonna do that just a little bit up here. See that little bit of shading there? How that got? It's not bad. It's kind of showing he's moving his head over, which we want. All right, now I'm gonna get all the shading in, and it's if you want to have and I guess like I said, I was clarified by that lady that I take care of. That's a artist herself and a good artist, not like me. She can make an actual pic. She can You can literally show her a picture, and she, with paint and pastels, she can literally duplicate a picture like it is, and it's actually painted. That's how good she is. So, and she gave me this advice. So, I trust her and trust this advice because you got to listen to the people that are really, really good artists in the world. And then your stuff will always be much better. And there's people over here that are phenomenal too, if you don't really have anybody. I'm just the kind of person to listen to let you know all the little mistakes that I make. And I will. I own up to all my little mistakes. Especially, I'm not perfect. Only God's perfect, friends. Whatever aspect of God you worship to, it doesn't there's a lot of aspects of God, you know. I'm not saying that whatever Bible you follow, mine's better and all this. I say they're all good. Anything that has a positive message is good in my book. It honestly is. Because positive messages are good. Alright, I'm going to shade this around here. I'm going to get this face in here done because the details of faces are something. And I did actually talk to my other friend that I made the Sonic payment painting for. And I didn't charge her. I've known her for years. But anyways, she is an incredible artist too. I don't know how I'm attracting all of these incredible artists, but somehow I am. But she thinks I should do children's books. And she says that I'm a good enough artist to do them. Hawaii. Oh, okay. Are you from Hawaii? In the past, I really enjoyed drawing, but I left that hobby. You know what? You always can go back. You always can go back to any hobby, my friend, anytime. I never used to draw at all. I just started having these different residents that draw. And I just recently started drawing. So, just because you stop doing a hobby doesn't mean you can start. I went a couple years when I was in I want to say my 30s, early 20s, 30s. I was teaching myself how to knit and stuff. And I didn't knit for the longest time. And I'm talking the longest time I did not knit. And I just recently had to listen to some videos over here on YouTube. It's how to, just to refresh myself. Because you always got to refresh yourself when it comes to those kind of hobbies. And I'm back doing it. So you could always draw, start it up again. You only have positive results from it. So I'm not saying you have to, but you might as well. Life's too short to Life's too short not to do things that you love. I will tell you that. If you like drawing and things and you want to improve on it, do it. Because you never know what your time you have left in this lifetime. And like I said, I like to think that there is reincarnation just for the fact that I want to know that I might live again and see my family in some way. So I don't know what nobody specific about when you study about reincarnation of what you get reincarnated as. Hopefully it's not something terrible like a bug. I'm not I'm not against bugs, but I'm not excited about them either. I will tell you that, folks. Me and bugs generally do not get along. That's just me. I'm not even trying to be mean to the insects, but I do not want to come back as an insect, and hopefully God doesn't do that to me. Since Ghostface has so much black, and in this cape he has a lot of little spots that are gray a little bit. I got my pastel set. I got this master pastel. I think this was not even that expensive, but I was told by my son's friend. She was telling me these can be expensive on Amazon, but I get that, and there's a top layer here, and I think I paid like less than $20 for that. I honestly did, so it really wasn't that bad. So I suggest something like that because I feel it would be better. But I mean, you're gonna buy what you want to buy. You got free will, and that's it. But that would be my suggestion because I'm always out to save money. No one's no one's rich. I mean, even if you are rich in the world, I mean, you still should try to save a couple dollars. You really should. Because you never know when you're going to need it. You could take it, invest it. There's so many things you could do with your money. It really is. And I'm trying to, on this thing here, it has these here. There. It's like a crayon. I'm trying to get this damn little paper off. There. But yeah, these are the soft pastels because I wasn't sure about them. And these soft pastel kits are not so. If if it's not in your budget and you're just starting out, I wouldn't buy them. I was saving up a little money for them, so that's just me. But I'm gonna do dark first, and these I love these soft pastels. But they're $40 even on Amazon Prime memberships for a pack like that, like I have with the hard pastels. So I wouldn't recommend buying them if you have a close budget, and if you're just practicing, the other pastels can be just as good. But all the little crevices where I was doing a lot of my lining and all my lines and stuff, I'm doing the blacken first because you want to go like if you have like clouds or something, do light first and then do dark. So, and then you could blend them nicely together. Because I got gray. Because I'm not trying to make this totally black either. I'm really not. Because you want it to look nice too. You don't want to overload it. But here, all these little shadings on the side, I kind of want to do that with. There you go. 'Cause, like my friend always says over on TikTok, sketching is it's more intimate sketching than painting. And he enjoys sketching more. And I can see why, because you're doing all these details. I can honestly see why they say that. And I'm so happy you can actually do this because I got a donation for canvases, and I really was sad thinking that my little canvases, I wouldn't be able to do the pastels on it. And then that's when my friend said, "You absolutely can." So yeah, but these softer ones they flow better, and they're just not so chalky and stuff. I like them better. But did save up a little money for them too. There's nothing wrong with saving up for, something that, you're eventually going to use. I didn't buy them right off the bat. I saved up and I practiced with the cheaper pastels. And I don't know why I always break pastels. It happens with every pastel. I think I put too much. If you put too much force on these, they can break in half. And they do this a lot to me. Alright, go like that and get that here. Yeah, my friend too, one of my resident friends, Sharon, said that you can blend these with your finger also. So you can blend them with your finger, or you can do it like I'm doing. She said she just would blend them with her finger. Alright, these eyes on the inside are black, so. And you just go around everything you kind of sketched out. Looks like a little coloring book. Color in it. You're just. And then since he's sideways, you're taking your lines and putting them sideways. It's like that. And you're pretty. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I know it doesn't seem like it'd make a difference, but the way you put these lines, even if you think it doesn't, when you do it the other way, it blends in better. It totally blends in better. So, and you see with the blending of colors, which way the lines are going. Alright. Yeah, that one's a little bit bigger, that one's a little bit smaller, but I'm going to outline this just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to put this back, and I cannot believe I'm always... These soft pastels I got here, I got like 6 of them on Amazon Prime. I only paid like, God, I want to say I only paid, I think it was $3. So definitely, if you're an artist out there, inspiring artist, see, these are real hard. They're chalk. But I'm still gonna use them. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna waste anything. And still do these sideways lines. Because they still work. You could still go nice. And you could take the gray chalk and put it over that too, to kind of blend it together a little, so it's not so defined, and you soften out. You could soften out a black area this way. Because I totally am softening this out. Because I'm bringing some of this in this way. There we go. And then you just soften the lines. That's it. Just soften them up. Because you're going to start just at different kinds of... You're going to shade it out different. So here we got this so far now. We got that. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna kind of go in a different direction with Ghostface and start making this outside coat gray. And you can change the color. You absolutely could change the color of things. Like, I want to do a gray and black effect with Ghostface. You're the artist. It's not like a project for school where you have to have it done a certain way, yada, yada, yada. It's not like that at all. You're the artist. If you want to kind of switch it up, which I'm going to because I want my good little sketching effects to look nice. I don't want it to look like crap. So you really kind of got to dig on your paper with these. That's the thing. Alright, we're going to do that. Come down this way with this. I'm bringing down this whole cave too, so you can tell he's going sideways here. Bringing down the whole damn cave. Alright. And in this way, we're going this way and that way with around here. So just in between these spaces, I'm just going to lightly take my gray chalk and do this here. Because you just soften up areas. Because you want to see the nice effects. You don't want to look at a black blob that was supposed to be Ghostface, but really ended up not being Ghostface. Because you did too much. And keep going sideways. I want everyone to, since he's looking this way, I want him looking that way. So you just keep angling your chalk in the direction with all of your work to going that way. So it looks like it gives it draws attention to where everything's looking that way, and it's going to draw whoever's critiquing your painting or your sketch is going to draw it naturally that way. Alright, we got that going that way. Now we're going to go this way. Because you want to start bringing this in this way. It's all in the way you lay out your lines. That's it. Just lay out your lines in a nice way. And then when you're coloring this in with the pastels, do the same thing. Okay. There we go. This is definitely turning out better when I first did it. And since, he's turning over and his coat's going this way, it's just, you want to have it dipping in and dipping in the other way. It's just playing around with these pastels. And it took me a while to practice these pastels. It really did. So this is not going to be your... I mean, you might be doing pastels for a couple months. You just never know. It's not going to happen overnight. It's just not. There would be aspiring artists all over the world that just came up out of nowhere if that was the case. And life doesn't work out that way, friends. It doesn't. So, and it's okay to practice. I mean, it's a part of the fun. You don't want to have a stroke or nothing, so. And you don't. And I know you don't. Nobody wants to have a stroke. It's a life-altering experience that you really just don't want to deal with. I've taken care of so many people that have had strokes, and it will make you to where you can't work a lot of times. I mean, you'll get a check every month, yeah. But you really want to get a check that way. I'm putting this over some of the black spots, so, because like I said before when we were doing, we want to smooth out these. And you're going to smooth it out because you're going to color the dark ones that just had the black to show ghost faces, like the darker features. And I like to use gray because it smooths it out and it gets nicer. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Let's see how much I just took the gray. And we're not done. Alright, there's certain parts here that was gray and certain parts that wasn't. Okay, this part was a light gray. Right under this eye. Alright, that. Alright, do that. Alright, and I have my white. I'll put this gray back. For my chalk ones. I got the white pastels. Because when you do shading work, it's nice to have the white soft pastels. And his face has these features here, so we're going to start bringing this in his face. Okay. And this will help smooth out a lot of colors within itself also. I'm going to do this with the black also. Because all it does is smooth it out so it doesn't look colored. Like it's from a coloring book. You don't want it to be looking like it's from a coloring book. You really don't. Yeah, you can ask. Oh, sag girl. Or not sag girl. Oh, thank you. Yarn. My favorite, laugh out loud. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just doing my ghost face and stuff up in here. Alright. I don't know. I think it looks pretty done, actually. Maybe around the eyes I might do a little bit of this just so to get a little detail around here. But maybe just that. Yeah, I think that's good. You guys like Ghostface? Took me 57 minutes. But yeah, put your question in there. Alright, now I'm going to get a pastel. I'm going to pastel the background, honestly, thinking. Alright. What color do I want to put it? But yeah, I'm looking over for your question, Sag Girl. Sag Girl. Okay. I want to make sure I get all the nicknames right, too. I'm sure that's what you guys are putting in here as nicknames, and that's totally fine. Alright, I'm going to use this little bit of brown, because I feel this would be a little nice. I don't want it to be too bright. I like to put the chalk ones on its side and just have it blend in the background. But I didn't want it to be so bright of a color because I don't think Ghostface likes having pink in the background and stuff. I would assume that a killer wouldn't. Because wears so much black would want pretty happy colors in the background. So we're going to go with neutral. Neutral base here. Because you want to make it look like a painting. This is what the whole sketch working is about, is making it look like a painting when you're not actually painting. So, there you go. See, it already looks nice. There's a lot of people I'm giving these to that they're taking this and putting it in a frame. Crazy. And who would have known that people would have found me this much interesting out of all my friends with this? I'm not used to being good at art or nothing like this, just writing. Which I have been getting my writing things out. I've been doing inspirationals and little memes. I do them every hour because it helps me get paid with Facebook. These memes are hot. And I just bring them over here because I feel that you guys might like them. Yeah, that was a nice color to pop out in the background. Very nice. See, it's nice. I like it. It actually is very good. I'm waiting, SAG girl, if you for a question. Because I'm about ready to take me a little break, and I don't want you to feel neglected. I know you've been on the stream before, so I'm going to take me a little tiny break. Do little touch ups here. I don't know. I'm thinking it looks good. I really do. I think there's really not much more to do to Ghostface. I think he's a finished piece. And then I can probably take me a 5 minute break because so my eyes don't go buggy and sip some of this mushroom coffee, which is supposed to be healthy for you, and then come back on stream because honestly, I've had such a crazy work week. I want to have fun, but me and Ghostface, since Sag Girl, I don't know what happened. Maybe she left or whatever, but I will be back. I'm gonna take me a little break, finish the rest of my coffee up, and get my mental clarity in. And I'll be back, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm really kind of feeling like I want to sketch today. So I'm gonna think of something else to sketch that people have been wanting me to finish out for them, which is Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. I have my one friend that I made. I posted it on the community board. I totally posted in. I made it for her because I've been working with her for like 3 years and she's an awesome nurse. So I made that for her and I gave her my sketching of Lady, but I did where they're eating spaghetti and stuff. And it came out as puppies and she liked it a lot and she framed it. So she has one sketching a lady. So I was going to do another one of the tramp separately. So, because she's putting it on a wall in her condo. But I'm going to go ahead and end this and say, girl, I don't know. I will be back. So if I pop up, I pop up and come let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. All right.